Hi, it's Joel from Northern Beaches PA Hire in cold, sunny Sydney. Just got a new toy to play with. You can probably hear it. I set it up really badly. It is the Behringer Ultralink ULM300LAV. I'll take it out of my pocket. I'll probably turn it off because it's a little bit loud in the room here. Maybe just turn it down a touch. Here we go. It sounds a bit tinny in here, to be honest. A few problems with wireless mics. Recently we've had a Shure BLX belt pack. Someone's tried to jam it in backwards, crushed all the pins inside. You've got 3 pins on the Shure models, and I found lots of people sort of doing the same thing with fairly expensive wireless mics. They don't know what they're doing. Gym instructors, people like that in the heat at the moment, they just go, or they snap this, or they rip that off, or something happens. So looking for something a bit cheaper and easy to use for people that have no idea what they're doing with microphones, a bit like myself. No, joking, well, potentially. So looked on the Behringer website, and I'm an on-seller for Behringer, so that's always the first port of call. To have a look there for something cheap, just to get me out of trouble with solo presenters. We're not talking about conference or anything like that. It's just for let's say a young person, their first ever yoga night or whatever, just something simple like that, or someone doing a simple press. Just wanted something that we could give them cheaply, and if it comes back broken, it's not the end of the world. Like you've got a belt pack, Shure BLX jammed in, or anything, Sennheiser or whatever. It's pretty, you sort of look at it going, oh crikey, shouldn't have done that. But people just don't know anything anymore. There's no common sense on the whole planet, we find. So this little baby is $180 Australian around. It is a 2.4 gigahertz digital wireless. Whether you like that or not, I'm a UHF kind of guy, old school. But this is where it's all going. And it's just a lapel with a belt pack. And the thing we like about it, I'll just turn this off before we get cracking and popping. It's TRS input. So you can't really go too far wrong, even if you try to put it anywhere else. It's just got to go in there. You can't put it in backwards. It goes in one way. Very simple. Lovely little pack, actually. Battery compartment was a little bit tricky. You have to sort of squish it down and really have a little bit of strength there. I guess it's because it's new. Simple on-off button, nothing else. There's just an indicator, audio indicator, and a battery indicator which changes colour when you're running out of battery. Apparently it lasts 4 hours, looking at the website. So that's pretty good for most applications. Am I on here? Am I connected here? Yes, I am. Very quiet though because I've turned it down. Turn up a bit here. Whoops. Yeah, so it's not the best place to be that close. It's quite high pitched, and it's a little bit tinny, but what do you expect for the money? I've just got it going in here right into too close to the SM6. So I'm keeping it down. What I have done is also I've collected up the X5 U3 to this SM58 here, which obviously sounds nice and crisp. I wanted to do that just in case there's any interference. I've also connected the phone to the Bluetooth. As you can see, it's locked on the SM6. So we've got Bluetooth going in. We've got Bluetooth, I can't remember, I think that's Bluetooth connection here. And this is 2.4. So far we've got no interference or no dropouts. It's just, it might just be my settings on here. It just sounds a bit tinny, to be honest. Hello. It's better when you do that, obviously, but I have a lot of trouble with people not being able to use a lapel mic, a bit like myself, because a lot of people don't have collars anymore. I like headset mics because they move with your face, but some people don't like that. Very simple box, super lightweight. Just turn that in again because it's starting to ping slightly in here. Just a simple box. You've got your signal meter there, battery. It's telling you the battery on there, power, and it just tells you you've got audio. Nice glossy front, very lightweight. Try and turn it around a bit. Very cheap power cable going in. It's a stiff power cable that's very thin. Inexperience over time. If you move that more, a few times, you're going to end up needing a new power cable. On-off button here. Balanced and unbalanced and balanced here. And that's it. I mean, the beauty of this box is, wish I wanted to do something that you don't need to sync. You just turn it on and you put your TRS style connector in, and away you go, because that cuts down people's hassle and breakages, etc. One weak point I can immediately see here again, the cable is really thin here. This cable going to the mic, and I can just see straight away that will not last on the top here. That is not going to last long. It's so thin, and this part is so stiff, and the weak point is that angle right there. That is not going to last. I guess you could put a high quality mic in, but generally, the higher quality they get, the less likely they are to have the TRS connection. So, that's things to consider. And people wear these, that's going to be facing down on your pack, and that is going to be stress all the time, this area here. So, you'll probably, for a high company like me, I'll probably get 10 or 12 uses out of it, maybe 15, and then I'll be looking at replacing this. That's just what I've learned over the years, and that's how it rolls. People treat these, or any piece of hire equipment, very badly generally, throw it around. But yeah, that sticking down the back of your belt pack, on your back, on your spine, that's going to be right on the top of your butt. So that's going to be bending and flexing. And this very thin wire here, that's going to be a weak point. Something. Hopefully the Mark II model will get that sorted. The actual belt pack feels good. It's got a nice little steel clip. I mean, that feels great, but this feels not so great. But at $180 Australian, what you expect, I suppose you could say, or maybe that's something that might put you off the product. I haven't actually used it. It's just come straight out the box. I just wanted it to throw in the back of the van when I go to an event and someone goes, "Oh, I needed this," or a young person or someone with no knowledge just wants a quick mic to get them out of trouble. I'd like to hear it on a bigger system, which I'll probably do. I've just chucked it into the SM6 here. As I said, it's not very loud and it's facing the other way. I don't want to turn it up in case it starts feeding back. But something to look for. There's a lot of these out there now. I'm sure there's a lot of really good ones. I'm sure Rode or Boss or somebody else makes really good ones, or obviously Shure, etc., Sennheiser. Or I've got some Audio Technica ones up there which are nice, but you're paying a lot more money. So this is the Behringer Ultralink ULM300LAV. Any questions, give us a call at Northern Beaches PA Hire, or drop us a line. It's always good to hear from you. This doesn't seem to be any interference. So obviously this Shure is sounding much nicer here. Doesn't seem to be any interference, and there's a lot. I've got Bluetooth connected to a speaker over there, Bluetooth connected to this speaker. There's a fair bit going on, but it's 2.4, so it says it's above TVs, etc., and mobile phones. But in real world circumstances, things change. This is Joel at Northern Beaches PA Hire, over and out.